Hola, beautiful people. This is Alicia Monet of Tarot and Tingz, reporting to you live from Chicago at the Waldorf Astoria. Yes, I decided to do a tarot reading all about what we can be on the lookout for this week. Yay! I have my pendulum here just in case we need to ask yes or no questions. And I'm super excited about that. So first and foremost, I just want to give thanks to the Most High. Thank you, Most High, ancestors, angels, and guides for all of your love, love, love. Yes, for all of your love, your protection, your direction, and your guidance. I ask that I be a clear vessel and that everything that come through be real and be true, and give us what we need to be on the lookout for this week. Allow all these messages to be for our highest good and help us to elevate and to evolve. Yes, Ashe, creative force fit around us to protect us from any lower level energies or entities. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Okay, so what do we need to be on the lookout for this week? It's after Valentine's weekend. Oh, we got a lot going on here. Okay, well, this is good news. I see some good stuff coming through here, okay? So I see the Ace of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords, so there might be a message coming through, maybe some truth, a truth bomb, or some sort of idea might be coming through, because I see the Ace of Swords and I also see this Eight of Wands, okay? Eight of Fire. So while Swords is intellectual, it is the mind, it is the way we think, our thought process, truth, things that come through communication. It could be communication via the internet. It could be communication via words, written communication. It could be email, text, DM, something like that. But there's going to be some sort of information that is coming through. And with this Eight of Wands, this is also like information coming through. It could be about some passion, something passionate. It could be an idea, some inspiration, a spark of life, because fire is all about that spark of life and some inspiration and things like that. And the reason why I'm thinking like maybe somebody might profess their love to you this week, or maybe somebody might come clean and tell you some stuff about you, like that they admire, or oh no, what's in there? My poor little kitty ears. Oh no, I'm gonna have to fix that. Hot damn. Okay, well, we're going to be like this for now. This is so aligned with my duality, I swear, all this Gemini energy. Okay. Anyways, so the reason why I think this might be somebody professing their love to you, or somebody speaking how they admire you or something like that, is because we have this Lovers card on the board here, okay? This is a major arcana card, and it's the Lovers card. It's also the Gemini card, so you might be meeting a Gemini, or a Gemini might be trying to communicate something to you about how they admire you, how they love you, how they like you, how they're for you, how they're inspired by you, something like that. You're going to get some sort of a message along those lines this week, okay? It might be a profession of love. It might be a profession of admiration. It could be a romantic type of situation. It could be a friend coming out of the woodwork like, listen, I know that we're friends, but I have deeper feelings for you. Or, you know, I'm not sure, some sort of truth bomb, or some sort of maybe even recognition. You might be getting some recognition this week for something that you did, because we have the Sun card. This is where you shine. This is where you let your talents, your authentic self, whatever it is that makes you you, and that makes your heart beat faster, whatever you're good at, whatever you're naturally talented in, this is that card. This is you shining. Maybe somebody might be telling you that you are the sunshine in their life. Maybe you might be getting some information or some communication about how you are the sunshine in somebody's life, and they do feel very passionate about you, and they're just telling you this truth, right? And this is changing something. It's like the end of a cycle happened, some sort of cycle that happened, maybe dealing with your love life. And I'm thinking that this is love life because it's because the Lovers is here and this here. It might be, okay? Maybe. It could be any type of loving type of relationship. Maybe you might have a family member, a parent, or a child, or somebody, profess how much you mean to them and things like that. Maybe you guys had a rough patch and all of a sudden they're coming back around, or the cycle has ended for the rough patch and now they're coming through like, hey, listen, I just want to tell you that I know that, things have been rough and things have been tough, but I'm proud of you. You did good. I think the world of you. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when the skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. So maybe that might be happening. But yes, so there was definitely some sort of cycle that you were on that wasn't necessarily on the upswing, dealing with love relationships, friendships, something like that. I'm thinking it might be, like I said, a relative or a romantic person or a friend, something like that. But they're going to come out and they're going to tell you how much you mean to them this week. And that's going to be wonderful, okay? Wonderful. Now, let me see. Let me get some clarity about exactly what this Ace of Swords is about. I'm going to get clarity on each card. Relax. Oh, gosh. Got cards flying and stuff. So, integration. This is a good card, okay? This integration card, okay? So you know how we have a shadow self and we have our divine self. Well, if you don't know, it's sort of like the devil and the angel, the good and the bad, the evil and the good, whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't go so far as to call it evil and good, but I would say like your shadow side versus your divine side. And there's integration happening this week. Maybe this communication or whatever is coming through, because this came right on top of these cards, is going to help you to integrate yourself. Maybe you were feeling bad about some type of way that you were being or doing or acting or whatever, and then somebody's going to come to you and say, I really respect the way you did this or you said this or whatever the case may be. And it might be something like that where you can integrate those things within yourself, okay? I know that a lot of us sometimes have conflicting ideas or views about certain things. So we might feel like, okay, on the one hand, I'm totally against this thing, but on the other hand, I totally desire it, or I'm totally for it. Conflicting views that you have within yourself, sort of like maybe some people, it's like, oh yeah, I really understand the power of words and the power of suggestion and the power of filtering what I listen to, what I hear, that's the same thing. What I hear and what I listen to, what I watch, all the different portals. I need to be mindful of what I'm feeding myself, And at the same time, it's like, well, damn, I really love ratchet music, or I really love some ignorant ass TV sometimes. And that's like a conflict within you, That's just an example of a conflict. But whatever that is, there's going to be some integration coming through due to this communication and or inspiration, okay, which could be both. And now this inspiration that's coming through doesn't necessarily have to be from another individual. It could be from your spiritual team. It could be directly downloaded from the cosmos. So you might get this inspiration from your spiritual team, okay? Just letting you know. Let's see, what is this Eight of Wands about? What is this that's coming through? Let me get some more clarity on this nothingness. I got nothingness. This is going back to zero, going back to the basics, going back to center, going back to source, okay? So that's what I was saying before, like this information, this inspiration that you get may be coming directly from the divine, you know what I'm saying, and nobody else. Yeah, this is you being in harmony. Yeah, okay, so look, with all this integration now and with this Lovers card, I'm getting something else, another message here. With this integration, this harmony, and this Lovers card, I'm getting that this is integration within yourself. So this is like you balancing out your masculine and your feminine energy within yourself. And you getting into balance and equilibrium with yourself. This is good stuff, okay? Because when you are in harmony with yourself, nobody can knock you off your square. Nobody can steal your joy. Nobody can disturb your peace, So this is for the Lovers card. Let me see any other messages here with this Lovers card. Participation and suppression. Okay, So I'm getting big time. This week you're going to be doing a lot of accepting of yourself, okay? All of yourself. All right, I got underneath the Lover's card, suppression. So maybe there might be somebody that you're interested in, somebody that you like, somebody that you've been talking to, somebody that wants to talk to you or who hasn't talked to you, that likes you, and maybe they've been suppressing their feelings or emotions for you. And maybe they're going to come out the woodwork. You know, Mercury is in retrograde, so maybe they might be coming out of the woodwork to tell you how much they love you, how much they like you, how whatever the case may be. Like I said, that wheel of fortune is turning. Maybe this is somebody you had, you know, probably haven't had the most pleasant encounters with. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be negative, just a little unpleasant or whatever the case may be, but that's turning around right now. So if you've been hiding the way you feel about somebody, or somebody's been hiding the way they feel about you, that may be coming out this week. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. Hiding the way you feel, or somebody hiding the way they feel about you. You know, somebody might be coming to tell you like, hey, listen, you know, I thought this way about you because I didn't know you, but the more I get to know you, the more I realize that you're really not like that you're like this. Or they might be like, hey, listen, one time you said this one thing that really upset me, and they're just not coming out the woodwork with it. Like months later, weeks, months, maybe even years later. But anyways, that's what's going to happen. And also, I got participation. Okay, so what this is about not being so much in your head and being in the moment. A lot of times we miss out on opportunities because we're so far in our head, just like this person or whoever this is that's suppressing their feelings and emotions and what's going on inside of them. Those people are suppressing those things. They're not participating in the magic, which is the present moment, which is, you know, right here and right now. And so because they're not participating, or you're not participating in the moment, you're missing out on so much. So this week you can be more participatory in the moment, okay? Because that's the true gift. That's where all of the magic is, okay? So the sun, you got this guidance card. What else? Give me another clarification on this guidance card. What is this about? Let me know. Let me know. Okay. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, your mind. I said somebody was their mind. They were holding stuff in. It was wrecking their brain. But you gotta let this stuff go. Okay, so this is interesting for this sun card, right? Your gifts, your talents, maybe you're somebody's sunshine. I think that maybe you're somebody's sunshine, okay? In addition to that, by you being yourself and all these wonderful things, I got the guidance card on this, right? So this lets me know when it comes to your authenticity, you being yourself, your brightest self, you shining bright like a diamond, all these wonderful things. Pray about it, all right? Never be too proud to pray. I don't care if you're a part of the church, if you're not a part of the church or whatever, but get in communication with your spiritual team. You got to learn how to talk to your spiritual team, how to pray, how to meditate, how to do all those things in order to help still your mind, calm your mind, and help you to connect, plug in, tune in with your spiritual team, okay? Because look, maybe that's why you need guidance, because maybe you're confused. Maybe your brain has been, maybe in your mind you've been tormented over this situation, this individual, this communication, this whatever is going to come through. And maybe that's the thing. So just be mindful. Don't break your brain, and I just feel like you're using too much of your mind and not enough of your spiritual guidance. We all have spiritual GPS system. You got to use it, okay? And then give me one on this Wheel of Fortune. What is up with this Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, letting go of a cycle. Something in the past is done. I feel like, ooh. Okay, hold up. Whoa. I got guilt. And look, these are 2 8s. We got the 8 letting go. And we got the 8 guilt. So whatever you've been feeling guilty about, or if somebody has been feeling guilty about, that's about to go down the drain. Okay, so that's over with. This Wheel of Fortune is letting me know that this is over with. This thing that's been wrecking your brain or somebody else's brain who's been feeling guilty. Oh shit. I just got a message. So maybe for some of you, you haven't been in communication with somebody, like I said, friend, lover, family member, whoever, and one of y'all is feeling guilty or was feeling guilty about this lack of communication because there's something that took place that it didn't play out 100, right? So somebody's feeling guilty about it, and they've been wrecking their mind because they really, you really light up their life. You are a bright light or a light in their life. They realize it, they know it, and so they've been asking for guidance. They've been asking for guidance in order to know what to do to stop their mind from being a wreck, because they've been suppressing their feelings and emotions. Or maybe this is you. It can go either way. It's a general reading, and I'm getting different messages here. So that's a thing, okay? But now it's all about letting go. Letting go of the guilt if you feel like you did somebody wrong. Because, some people, it's like this. Like, sometimes somebody might owe you money or something, right? This is just an example. So this might be somebody's story. I don't know, because this is what's coming to my mind. So, like, let's say somebody owes you money and they don't have it to pay you. So instead of calling you and saying, hey, listen, I know that I owe you money, and I know I was supposed to give it to you on this day, but I don't have it. So, or I only have a certain amount, so I'll give it, I'll give you a little piece of it. They just ghost you. They don't call you. They don't tell you they're not going to pay you. You might see them on social media or see them somewhere and think like, where the fuck is my money at? And it causes a huge wedge between the two of you. It doesn't even have to be money. It could be something so simple as a friend might just stop talking to you for whatever reason, and I might have missed an important date, like your birthday or anniversary or something. And instead of just picking up the phone and calling you and saying, hey, I'm sorry I missed this thing, they let it drag out for months and months and months. And now you don't even know if you guys fell out or if you didn't fall out or what the deal is or whatever. You just know that you and your friend don't talk anymore. And that friend might be coming back because that friend feels guilty about how you guys stopped talking, or whatever the case may be. Maybe you have a business partner and they did a deal without your consent and it affected you, and you're like, that's fucked up. And then you guys stop talking. And then this person comes back in and finally lets go of the guilt that was stopping them from apologizing or from reconciling to begin with. So that's what I see for this week. So be on the lookout this week for that, my lovely people. Are there any other messages that we have for the people of Wakanda? Any other messages? Let me see. Ooh. Yes. Okay. So this is what I got. Let's see. Anything else from over here? Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is a good message, okay? All right. So a lot of times, okay, too, when we get our feelings hurt or when something happens to us that makes us, hurts our feelings or whatever the case may be, whatever we want to call it. Sometimes we get angry. Sometimes we do whatever. But a lot of times we want to isolate ourselves and protect ourselves so these people can't hurt us again, whether they be coworkers, family members, friends, lovers, whoever, clients, whatever. We're like, okay, this shit is not going to happen to me again. And then we close off our hearts and we isolate ourselves and we become hard instead of acknowledging, oh, yo, my feelings are hurt and I just want to cry about it. And you know what I mean? So if you have been in a state of some sort of isolation or where you've been building up walls around your heart, this week you might have the urge to cry, to let that go. It might be some crying and a shedding of a layer of your heart space due to this communication that's coming in, due to this reconciliation. I definitely see some sort of reconciliation of the sort, whether it be with the actual person who's going to come in and give you some type of information. Like I said, it could be via spoken word, it could be via the telephone, via text, via DM, any of that, email, something like that. Somebody giving you some words of acknowledgement, some words, maybe a reconciliation. It doesn't necessarily have to be a reconciliation. It could be somebody just acknowledging your greatness, any of that. But I see that whatever this communication is going to be, or this inspiration is going to be, is definitely going to help to melt your cold, hardened heart in areas that you probably aren't even aware of that your heart is cold or closed or whatever the case may be, okay? And then success. Yes, we all want this success card. This is a great card for this week. I'm happy about that, okay? And then underneath it all, we have the Magician. So basically, you have the power to create your life the way that you want. With this new information coming through, it's going to be very inspirational to you. All right, and it's going to be good stuff, okay? So you can create. Any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to comment down below and let me know, okay? This seems like a really good week this week, guys. Somebody might be professing their love to you, their admiration, their how proud they are, how they messed up, or how they just, you know, whatever, picking up where you left off or whatnot. All right. Awesome sauce. That was fun. All right, guys. You have a great week. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love